Okay, it's 9 o'clock. Oh, yes, it's 9 o'clock. On the evening,
And
guys,
gentlemen,
I'm all the
may
way
I
from
have your
Spain.
attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9,
Now I've got the
8,
ladies in the house.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Engelbert,
2,
Roy,
1,
Ez, Lucy,
go.
top people. So I've got 13 in the house. So it's just gone 9 o'clock now. 1 minute past. I'm on it. I've got my list tonight. I've got some questions. But if you've got any questions, guys, please add them in the old comments and we'll try and get round them. And tonight, because I did manage to get all the names from today, and it was 26 of you got it correct for the magnet, the free magnet. But I thought what I'd do tonight, I'm going to do two. So somebody else that went in today is going to be two of you. So one in about, I don't know, 15 minutes time, and I'll do another one later on. And I think Bengal Bert said he couldn't see himself on the list. You're on the list, Bengal Bert, for the free magnet Sunday. I keep it's in my head, see, free sticker, but it's free magnet today. Now next week, obviously, it's going to be the free sticker Sunday. But that's next Sunday. Anyway, all the people that coming after, tough. You're gonna have to wait till next Sunday. And obviously, the main thing is, guys, make sure that you're a subscriber, because then, even though I know some of you don't get it, but you should get a reminder, because if 26 can do it, all you other lot can do it. Because I know there's a lot of you out there, not even subscribers, you're just popping in, see what it's all about, and then disappear again. But 26, so don't forget the likes. So anyway, let's get in there. I said hello to a load of people, Annexon as well, Rob, top man, all the way from Oregon. So it must be, it's either early or late, but Rob's going to let me know. And Yogi, it's a waste of time saying it now, mate. Right. So, Rich, I'll continue. I'll get on with Richard's question. What is the train travel like in Spain? You know what, Richard? I haven't got a clue, mate, because I did try. I think it's just after COVID. We had got a train service. It's not close to us. It's about 10 kilometres away at a place called Totana. And what I wanted to do, I want to make a video, see if we could catch a train from the nearest we could to Camposol. And hey, Yogi, you're a top man. I just want to read. Is there supposed to be a character of that, a hippo character apparently? Anyway, you're a top man. You're still not getting the magnet. Yeah. Anyway, try to catch a train. See if we could get a train to Alicante Airport. What a disaster! Because we get to Toltana railway station. The lady was there, that collects the tickets, and we couldn't get nothing out of the machine. Then she explained to us that the trains have stopped now for 5 years. Now this is going back probably I don't know, 3 or 4 years now, because what they're doing, they're upgrading the line, which would be fantastic, and they're putting in a high speed line. But I think they're still a long way off. They're going to build a new station at Alhama de Murcia. Anyway, what they've done, we still got transport. We caught a bus. They laid on buses, so we got a bus to Murcia, which obviously dropped us off at the train station. We then was asking about the train times, because one of the things we didn't want to do, because we didn't have no transport, didn't get stuck. It was me and Steve. We then went, well, we know we didn't, because we looked at the timetable and it looked like there was one train going to Alicante. And then we found out, I thought Alicante had a train station anyway, but apparently you got to go into Alicante town. You get dropped off at the station there, then you catch a coach. So we give it up. it was a major disaster because on the way back, on the return trip, caught COVID. Even though I've been jabbed up a couple of times, I've had COVID twice now. But from what I hear, Richard, the train travel was really good here. Obviously, most of it's high speed. I mean, they've got most routes now. Obviously, Madrid's like the main hub, and you can catch a train mainly from, say, Murcia up to Alicante and on to Barcelona, and then you can catch a train right back to the UK, apparently. But I've never actually been on one, so I can't really say. Now, I'm only listening it from other people, but I did hear the other day, as always, with the fake news that there was problems with the trains because electric. See, I don't know. I don't know. Anybody else who's caught a train in Spain and it below, because I can't say, oh, they're wonderful. When I don't know, so I don't want to give you a sort of a fake answer. So anyway, Richard was very nice. Not Richard. Yogi was very, very generous there, I must say. Right, and here we go. So we've done Richard's question. Sean, Mavic 4 Pro out on Tuesday. Yes, that's very true. I can safely say I won't be getting it because it's talking about, unless that contribution was towards it, Yogi. I'll just need probably another €2,000 really to get myself tempted to buy that Mavic 4. But this ain't about drones, Yogi. This channel is about talking about Spain. Evening, Sean, enjoying our 3-hour chat last week when I collected my sticker. Well done, Thomas. It was, wasn't it? It was quite a long chat we had, wasn't it? Very, very helpful for me because I don't have to post it. Actually, come here. I got Jim, Nurse. I think Nurse Jim's on tonight. He won a sticker, and he's coming in a couple of weeks' time. So yeah, helps out on the postage. I don't know, and I'll be honest, it'd be interesting tonight to see if I get any problems with. Hang on, something's come up on the screen there. Yeah, if I get any problems sticking a magnet in an envelope, I don't think you do. I'm sure you can send magnets in the post, but it'd be interesting because I haven't done one yet. So we'll see what happens next couple of weeks. Because I think about a month ago, when my missus had gone back to the UK, she'd forgot her arthritis tablets, so I stuck them in the post. But the lady said, "What's this?" Because it was rattling. I said, "Oh, it's a toy." And I think she stuck it on the envelope. It must have gone through the scanner, I suppose, because those tablets never arrived in the UK. But I'm sure magnets are fine, aren't they? We'll find out. So anyway, is there anything else here? I paid for my magnets. Yeah, we just done that one. Oh, it's noon. That's good to know. So it's not like you're half asleep then, Rob. You're fully awake and it's Sunday. I suppose you wouldn't have a roast dinner, would you, in the US? I don't know what Americans have for their Sunday dinners. Right, we've got Clive Donna. Me and Trevor missed you on Friday at the fiesta. You didn't, did you? I'll tell you what, there's quite a few people there. I did spend the time chatting to a load of people. But hey, there's always next time. Just say, oi, Sean, come over here. Right, Rob says, oh, he's doing a bit of Spanish on me now. He goes, where was your best drone place in Spain? And I'll answer that. Yogi, this is not about drones. What's your favourite drone? Oh, he's just going on now. They will stick the side. Yeah, it's very true, Adrian. That could happen, couldn't it? They could stick to the side of the van, or even worse. Not saying we got metal letter boxes here. No, because we just give them into the post. That's a good thing, isn't it? It could get stuck in the post box, couldn't it? Any update on the? Yeah, okay. So I can answer that one, Yogi, because that's nothing to do with drones. That ETIAS entry system is just not happening at the moment. that started last year. I think it started beginning of last year. Thinking about it, that all started, and then they going on and on. They kept, I think last September it was happening, and then the end of the year, in the new year it's happening, and as always, nothing. Nothing. To be honest, and heard nothing. It's look, they haven't scrapped it obviously, but there seems to be no date given. They did. I think he's even talked just before Easter about giving some dates, but nothing. So either they got major problems with the technology equipment, which probably is the problem. I mean, and obviously what we had a couple of weeks ago, when we had a total blackout. So maybe that's something they've had a rethink, because obviously if that happened and they've got nobody on the gates other than relying on this new system, they would have been flummoxed, wouldn't they? It would have been a major problem. So yeah, maybe they're on a rethink. But to be honest, Yogi, there's been nothing. I ain't heard nothing. It's like all things here in Spain. Easter is a big thing here. So everything was about Easter and festivals and celebrations. Nothing. So no doubt we're going to probably hear, because obviously we're coming into the summer now. We're probably here, but at the moment, nothing. Right. So a year ago and a half, I took the airplane from Madrid to Valencia and back, and it was going at 300k. Yeah, Aston Madrid Seville. So yeah, maybe that's one thing I might have to do this year, is catch a train, because everybody bangs on about how good these trains are, how luxurious they are, and how quick they are. So I'm going to have to put that on my list to do this year. Hey Sean, where have you had your best coffee in Spain? My best, and you know what? I'll be honest, I have a coffee every morning. I can't say it's the most best. I'm not a great lover of coffee, really. The only reason I have one cup of coffee, not like some people have 50 of them, I just have one cup of coffee. If I have a couple more, I've just got that horrible. I'm a tea lover. And to be honest, the best cup of tea I've had is at my house, because I make a good cup of tea. But coffee, no, I can't really say, because I'm not really a lover of coffee. So I don't take much notice of it, other than it gives you that taste in your mouth, doesn't it? But I'll be honest, I think Spanish coffee is pretty up. It's got to be up on the top there, isn't it? But I'll think about that. Now, Yogi's got another one now. What's your favourite aircraft? Don't know really. I mean, the only two aircraft that I've ever gone on lately is either EasyJet or Ryanair. And I suppose out of the two, it's going to have to be EasyJet. But as Yogi likes to go business class on British Airways, I would love to go on British Airways. I've been on British Airways for years. I always remember British Airways. They always had that curtain halfway through the plane for the business people and us riffraff at the back. I don't seem to see that on EasyJet or Ryanair. I think we're all the same, aren't we? But anyway, the fast trains are great, says Andrew. Where in Spain did you have the best guitos? What's that? What's guitos? Gletios. Oh, I think you're on about a chocolate cake now. Anyway, just to remind everybody, behind me there, as you can see, we've got Camposol TV, because we've got a question later on about that. But Camposol TV is going to start this Saturday, and apparently everybody can watch it. You can watch it on YouTube. You can watch it on Facebook. I think there's a few other. Anyway, we'll talk about that a little bit later. But before I do that, my missus is in a comedy. Can I stick that up now? Okay, yes. So she's doing a oh yeah, the picture's gone a bit funny there for some reason. Something to do with the green. Anyway, this Wednesday, I think it's Wednesday and Saturday, isn't it? Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Anyway, looking at it already, Wednesday's already sold out, so that's good news, my love. And Saturdays, which is the 17th, the same day, funny enough, as the Camposol TV. Oh God, I hate this camera. Anyway, it's a comedy. It's going to be at Mariano's. If you know Mariano's on Camposol, it's on Camposol A. It's the Spanish restaurant. Anyway, they'll be doing tickets, and there's a meal as well. It's €20 for the meal. And if you don't want a meal, it's €10 for the ticket. It's funny because my wife she's not Scottish, but she's going to be speaking Scottish, so that'd be interesting for me. Right, so I'll just plug my wife. It's to see. I hope we got I missed a load of there. I'll just go through the questions. So we got 31 in the house, so that means I got 31 likes. Probably not. Right, okay. Andrew's saying I've done 2 fast trains, Madrid to Seville, Madrid to Zaragoza, both were great. Book your own guaranteed seat, refreshments are crap. So there you are, see. Good train journey, but sounds like good old British Rail, food's crap. But I expect the timing's better because I can remember being on the British Rail trains. God, you spend half the day stuck at stations because they're trying to fix something. But I expect those days have changed now. I expect in my old day, when we used to catch a train up to North, it would take a whole frigging day. And every time we got to a station, we had to stop because something had broken down. But I'm sure now British Rail is on the ball. Trains are fast. Fares are expensive. Right. What's the film called you starred in so me and Trevor can keep an eye out for it? Okay, Donna. So glad you mentioned that because I've got that written down on my question sheets tonight. So what it is, the guy that did the film, the director and writer, it's called Forces of Nature. And what it is when you look that up, it's going to come up with the film. And it's nothing to do with that film. I think that film was back in 2000 or something. This Forces of Nature, it's called the Forces of Nature Understroke series, and it's coming out on the internet at the moment because what obviously he's trying to do is trying to sell it to like the likes of Netflix and all these other big productions. And I found out today because I thought I was in series because it's I think he does 6 episodes for each season. I'm in the second season, but like I said, the first 6 are coming out on the 22nd of July. But you're going to have to look on the internet. I think it's the internet channel is called IMB. It's where they show all the internet films. But I'm in season 2, and it's called. I think it's called because I haven't got the piece of paper on me. See, it's called The Priest's Empire. It's what it is. It's a action drama. Yeah, that's what it is. I thought it was sci-fi, but it's an action drama. Yeah, that's it. Film. I really enjoyed it. I was surprised. I only had 2 days of it. I did a Friday, the start of the series of season 2. Apparently, I meet the guy at the airport, pick him up. We have a bit of a jabber, and then we zoom off. That was that part out the way. Then I had to do another part. I'm not going to tell you the story, am I? But I would say on last Sunday, the reason why I didn't do the show last Sunday, I didn't get back home till gone midnight, about 12:30 in the end I got home. I got killed. So I won't be doing any, what you call it? I won't be coming back into it unless they bring me back to life somehow because they're shooting me in the head. So maybe it's a bit difficult, isn't it? Or unless I'll be a zombie, I don't know. But yeah, it's called The Forces of Nature Understroke series. but like I said, it's not out until the 22nd of July, and then you can watch the whole 6 doodahs. And then because as always, when you try and communicate with my director Simon, he never, he's worse than the Spanish. Never gets back to me. I keep sending him messages. Anyway, I really enjoyed it, and it looks really a really good action drama film. Anyway, I've done that out of the way. What I do now, thinking about it, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a question, because it's 20 past already. I can't believe it. Okay, so I just talked about, because I thought I'd better mention about last Sunday what happened to me. Yeah, so you got that now. Forces of Nature Understroke series, but it's not out until July. But I will let you know. I will put up a link once I know when I'm in it. Okay, Bengal Burr asked me, I think he's on tonight. I've got 25. Oh, look, it's dropped now down to, oh, no, it's gone up again. He asked me, when can you tune into Camposol TV channel? Right, so there it is. Now it's coming out this Saturday. Now, from what I've seen, I mean, I was asked, but I haven't been asked properly. So I can safely say I won't be out. I won't be on it Saturday. No doubt I will be on it later on in the year, and I'll let everybody know when I'm on the TV. But apparently, what Bert's getting to is, and I know it's not Bert anyway. I keep forgetting your name, Bengal. Is it Steve? Lots of Steves out there. Anyway, apparently you can watch it on YouTube. You can watch it on Facebook. There's a couple. Hang on, let's have a look. Oh yeah, and obviously you can watch it on CompuServe's own internet service, because there'd be a channel on there. And the other one, and it's got some sort of Google thing there, so I presume maybe there's an app. I'll let you know a bit more about that. But there's another thing. I'll let you know what it's about. It's called Twitch. What the heck is this Twitch about? Is this another chat site? Is it like Facebook? I mean, I've got a few. Obviously got Facebook, and I got Instagram, and I love that TikTok. But Twitch, I know it's been out for a few years, and I don't even bother with that X Twitter thing. But Twitch, what's that about? Put that in the comments. So, Bengal Burt. Anyway, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do. There's another question from Bengal Burt. Now, this one's, I think, is pretty important, but will it ever happen? God knows. And he was saying, how is the introduction of the CEE, the Spanish equivalent to the UK EPC? Now, I think it's called that in Spain, which is the Energy Performance Certificate. Now, all properties now that are sold in Spain, even though I've been on quite a few estate agent sites here in Spain, never see it. But they're supposed to be law now. You're supposed to have this, energy performance rubbish at the bottom of the spill that you get when you pick up your leaflets. So always ask for it. It's worth looking at, because I've seen some brand new properties been going up lately. I mean, to be honest, our property, which is a prefab, really, is probably one of the lowest grades. Not really sure. I don't know if it's a D or an E. Yeah, but even new properties they are building there are just as low as that. But he's asking about what's this all about, really? Because this come up a couple of weeks ago. As always with the EU, they're always coming out with these amazing ideas about energy performance. Solar power, better. I don't know. Wind and power stuff, isn't it? We saw what happened the other week when we had a massive power cut. Everything went out. But anyway, so what I've done, as always, I went on the internet And it says, I'm just going to read it off to you guys. So in Spain, the new EU-driven rules are tightening energy efficiency standards for residential properties, specifically, because I can't say that word, specifically for those being sold or rented, starting in January. So you ain't got to road too much. 2030. All such properties must have a minimum EPC ratings of E, and by 2033, all such properties must be a minimal EPC rating of D. These changes aim to reduce energy consumption and promote more sustainable housing. If the EU understood how Spain works, this is never going to happen. But anyway, this is what the EU is putting through. It hasn't gone through Spanish Congress yet, which, if you know Spain, it takes yonks. So 2030 will probably get dated to 2060, no doubt. But this is what they're saying. The key changes, the minimal EPC ratings from 2030, all residential properties must be, which I just told you about, it's got to be a minimum of E, and then by 2033, an increase to D. European goal, apparently, this is what they're aiming for. The EU aims for most properties to achieve a C rating or higher by 2050. Compliance. Property owners are responsible for obtaining and paying for the EPC. Now, we remember this back in the UK when they did all this waffle about, people could do a job, couldn't they? EPC. Anyway, penalties. Fines may be imposed for not obtaining or complying with the EPC regulations. Recommendations, in addition to the EPC owners, will receive recommendations for improving energy efficiency. Right, so I finished that bit. Right, so I know it's going on because my brother lives in Germany and he's already moaning like me. He's got a wood burner. Now, his wood burner was like mine, size of a fireplace. Now, he's had to downsize his wood burner, mainly because it breaks the new regulations and you can only burn certain types of tree. And no doubt within the next 3 or 4 years, they'll probably ban wood burners all there. And I was talking to Steve. I think Steve was telling me apparently you can't even buy a wood burner in the UK anymore. Here in Spain, they're pretty easy to get hold of. Will it happen? I can't see it happening in Spain because we can. Can I say it? We burn anything. I mean, even they call it the eco park just down the road there. I've done a video. It's just like black tar where they're burning tires. Spain's well off from it. But the only worrying thing about all this was that apparently it does say something about, or this is what the news is saying, this is how the news jump on it. And they're saying that if you try and sell your house and for some reason your rating is lower than E or D or whatever, you won't be able to sell it. Well, the problem is here in Spain, we got that thing up in the sky called the sun. Spain's well behind solar power. I mean, you see more and more fields of solar panels. But as always here in Spain, hardly anything's regulated. These solar power companies say that they're selling you the best stuff. From what I've heard from some people, they've been done over. They're buying not proper solar panels. The batteries that they buy are frigging useless. So Spain's got a long way to go on this. And I can't, it's like where we are, we got no gas. No, Spain's big on gas here, but we got no piped in gas here. So ours is bottled gas. So we use oil. Obviously, they don't want oil. They want to go down the electric route. And as we go back again. And that massive power hit that we had a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago, electric is just not working, is it? So anyway, I think personally, Bengal Burt, it ain't going to happen. They'll just keep putting it off. Spain, I mean, it's like what Yogi was asking about this new entry system thing that's been going on for 2 or 3 years now, and it still ain't been sorted. So I wouldn't worry about it myself. I think I won't be under the dirt. I'll be burnt by them, but I don't think that's personally going to happen. So anyway, what time is it? It's 9:30. I'm going to do now my first pick of the magnet, the free magnet Sundays thingy magnet. That's it. Let's get it right. So it's find. I've got quite a few. I've got quite a few questions on the old list there. So anyway, let's get on with it, Matthews. So anyway, let's do. But anyway, the drum roll. Okay, hang on. We have to do it again because I want ready. Do it again. Okay. So I'm going to pick something out of this hat. Okay, I've got one. The suspense, I've got 35 in the house, that's good. So whoever that is, can I see that? No. Oh, yes I can. It's Sean Bruce. Has he won it before? I don't know. Sean Bruce. The name sounds familiar, only because I've got the same name, but he's spelt his wrong. That's not a proper name, Sean. But anyway, Sean Bruce, you got a free magnet. Obviously me in it, of course, you know. Oh, so there you are, Sean. Well done, Sean Bruce. All I need now, Sean Bruce, is your real name. That is your real name, but also your address. But if you live down the road, that would be fantastic. But you probably don't, probably even in the UK. I just need your address. Now, most people contact me on my Instagram account, which is obviously Expat Mazaron, or you can private message me, or you can even on YouTube. On the About page down at the bottom, there's an email address there. So, Sean Bruce, you're a top man. I'm going to go back into the questions because it's just gone on past. Right. So, I've done I've done Donna's, I think. Yep, asked about the film. Best tea, says DW, is made using York. It is. I have to say, if you watch any of my videos, I've always said Yorkshire tea is the best. Even though I had some smart Alex said, yeah, but it comes from China. I know it does, but it's still picked. It's been picked by Yorkshire people. Right. Oh, Sean, great to see you in the movie trailer. Always thought you were the next SES. If you was in the army and you knew what I was like, you wouldn't be saying that. Ice cream. Yeah, I know. I knew it, Yogi. I'll tell you what, there's some fantastic. All I can say, there's a place down on the down in the port. Can't even think of the name. Amazing ice cream. Be honest, even would you believe now, Yogi? Even Rendezvous on A sells that ice cream stuff now. So yeah. So next time we're over, you can have it every day. Costa Parkstone says Yubbish. I know that place quite well. My neighbour flies from 0727. It's the Vomit Comet. Where can you get authentic Spanish tapas locally? That's a good question, that, Adrian. I mean, when you say authentic, obviously, I think, right, I'm thinking Mariano is on Camposol A, sells a tapas. But other than that, if you go down into the town of Mazaron, and if you know Mazaron town itself, I mean, we think about it, if you go down to the port, but if you go into the town, I always say the town's better because that's where all the proper Spanish people hang out, because down in the port, it's all the touristy people. But in the town, in the main square where the car park is, there's a couple of bars around there, and usually sort of midday, you can get a good tapas. There's one all I can say, one next to the Spa supermarket. I'm useless at remembering names, and they do like a tapas. And I think when you go into Murcia city, you've actually got a whole street of tapases. And thinking about that, also, even though it's a long way to go, when me and Yogi went to Seville, there's actually a street there named Tapas, and you get loads of tapases. But what I will say, what I did notice in Seville, because that is a touristy place, the prices there I thought were a bit expensive. But down in Mazarin town itself, you'll find most of the bars will do, I don't know, a couple of euros for half a sandwich and a biscuit thing with a fish on it. Yeah. So check it out, Adrian. Let me know how you get on. And if you can remember the names, that would be even better. Right. Does that mean you have to call you Padre? No, because I'm not. I'm the ex-SES bloke, Yogi. I'm nothing to do with the. I'm just the priest, sort of like bodyguard. Can you imagine it? Me being a bodyguard. Anyway, the new pope from Camposol. Yeah, that's true. I'm not very religious, I'll be honest. All right, amen. Hi, Sean. Just to be aware, Liverpool. Oh, did they? Oh, well done, Liverpool. I'm not a football fanatic, me, but I know Yogi's a big fan of Liverpool. And good. That's good news, isn't it, Yokes? I don't know who you thrashed, but well done. Well done, Liverpool. I'm not into football. I don't get it, but well done. Oh, Sean, where's the best place to get your laptop repaired? Oh, that's a good plug, isn't it, Yogi? There's only one place on Camposol that does technical stuff, and that happens to be the tech shop on upstairs next to the hairdressers. The tech shop. Steve and Mandy will put you right. Yeah, I plugged you now. Don't forget the Kit Kats. Twitch is a live video game. Oh, right. It's for live video games. So why have they got it on Twitch then? Is it just some sort of other social network that, I don't know. I mean, I've never bothered with that because I never really understand it. In fact, I was talking to a guy the other day about Facebook, and he was saying Facebook's for old people. And I think he's right. Try the tech shop. Oh, well, see, Ian's in there. See, Ian's the tech shop. Well done. Des, I can see Sean twerking. I don't think so. Just imagine all those energy savings during the grain. Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it? Our house in Torreveca is energy rating E. I think, to be honest, you're going to find nearly all properties here in Spain going to be between D and E anyway. And obviously the ones out in the Campo, I mean, I would have thought, to be honest, ones out in the Campo are probably better because they're what I call proper houses with like 2 foot thick walls. Yeah. I mean, until the government actually give funding, like put for having solar panels fitted and insulation, double glazing, all this sort of stuff, it's just miles away, isn't it? Oops, evening all. Sorry, a bit late. Oh, Kev's been out working at his brother's house, no doubt. He's just had a flip of the oil boiler to the gas backup. Well done, Kev. Yeah, they still build houses. Yeah, that's the thing. They still build houses here with no insulation at all, which, amazes me, really, how they get away with it. I mean, I can remember a few years back, they actually brought a law in, but obviously they've thrown that out now, that all new houses had to have a water heater panel put up on their, on the roof. But I've noticed all these new things now. They're all extras, and to be honest, those water heaters are a lot of rubbish anyway. Because I can remember when we rented here, one we could see it had already leaked because the whole roof had been soaked, and they just left the broken pipes up there. And every time it got cloudy, I can have one shower and do a bit of washing up, and that was it until the next day. So we had to stick on the immersion heater, which was completely pointless. But anyway, hey, who am I? Yeah, they still built. Yep. Well, I read that. Brian, insulation in Spain, especially in Murcia, does not exist. I don't think they know what it means. I mean, to be honest, you can see a lot of Spanish people and me. Because I'm with them now. Once you live here long enough, you acclimatise to it. In the winters, it's frigging freezing. But I know it's nothing like what it was in the UK. But it's cold, and those properties, even these new ones. I mean, I'd love to go into these new ones during the winter and to see how warm they are, and because you can't tell me that those the properties I've been doing lately have got this airflow system. They say it's wonderful. Yeah, but is it really? And also another thing that amazes me, because these new properties they build have got these massive glass fronts that you open up. So how do they keep the mozzies out then? Because our place, we got all our windows have got nets on. I've never seen these new mega shoebox houses with fly nets on, unless the mozzies know, oh, can't go in there because that's a posh place. But anybody that's got those big front, I mean, I'd love to do a video on that just to see what it's like in the summer, because it must be, unless the aircon thing is working properly. But anyway, let's get on because I think time goes so quick. Right, Kev, insulation on the rubber mass is very poor. Funny thing, I did have a leaflet from Massa, the people that built Camposol, and he said they had this amazing formula that was built into the prefab concrete panels with some sort of very slim, thin insulation that was supposed to retract the heat and also keep in the warmth. I don't think I can safely say that never worked, but I don't know what happened there. Congrats, Sean. Well done. Yes, we get. So obviously, I'm quite behind a bit here. Sean is the Irish spelling, right? I don't know. It could be Rob because I think there's three ways of spelling Sean. Mine's a proper way, which is Shaun. Now I do know people that's got Shawn, and obviously you got Sean, which is the Sean Connery, which we all know. But Sean Connery was Scottish. That's it, Scottish. But Sean's not a Scottish name. Apparently, Sean is like Seamus. I think that's another. Or I think also I'm right in thinking it's also like John. Some going back in the old days. Do you think it's essential to speak Spanish if you retire to Spain or move to Spain to work? Or move to Spain to work? Says DW. Obviously, I mean, I'm an old bloke. I mean, I struggle speaking like fluent Spanish. That's just never going to happen with me. But obviously, I think if you can learn before you come here, that's a bonus. But the only way I think you can really learn Spanish is you have to be mixing with them all day. Not all day, but every day. Because I've known a lot of people that's paid out a lot of money having these Spanish classes. Like they go 2-3 hours a day, twice a week. Some people can just pick it up straight away. Others, like me, Dunkoffs, I find it very difficult. But when I'm out with my Spanish friends, you do communicate more and you understand more. So that is very difficult when you're in a community where obviously everybody speaks, not everybody, but most people. And I did notice the other day down at the community centre, because the demographics are changing a lot here now. There's a lot of Dutch and Belgian people and they've actually got a translator in the community centre, which I can't remember. I don't think he's in there all week, but he's there obviously to help the Dutch, not so much the French. I think it was just Dutch and Belgian people to understand, obviously, one, Spanish, because at the moment we're still getting the letters. I think the letters don't end next week. This is the letters for Camposol. Obviously, it's all in Spanish. Google Translate's a fantastic way of communicating. But obviously, the main thing, you do need to speak Spanish, but I wouldn't say it's essential. But you do need to understand, and you gotta mix in with them. Right, so where we go now? Football would be much more exciting without goalies. Hey, Sean, who's the fastest cyclist on Camposol? I can safely say it's not me. And I think Steve's not doing his cycling as much as because he's been so busy at work. So all I can say it's Rob. If he's watching, it's Rob. Right, Gavin, Sean, any ideas on the distance to the nearest international school? Funny enough, Gavin, we was talking about that the other day. I think there's a King's College at Latour, which is about an hour's drive away. And I'm right in think because I'm not in with the kids, am I? Because I'm an old person. But I'm right in thinking that here's a coach that comes into Camposol. Obviously, I think there's probably one in Murcia for definite. Locally, as far as I know, other than the one at Latour Golf Resort, which is the King's College, and I've seen a load of cars there. So I'd imagine mums and dads are probably driving out that way. But anybody that knows a bit more about international schools, because there are here, obviously, but they're not like just down the road, unfortunately. Jim, in Wales, Sean, sometimes spelt. Is it? I never heard of that one, Jim. Sion. But that's Sean. Oh, so I suppose thinking about it, that could be a Welsh name, couldn't it? Sean. Hi, Sean. Have you? Rob. Rob's doing a bit of Spanish for us, which is nice of him. I'm arriving on the 8th of October, so let's go to Madrid. Hey, we can change the subject on that because I know where we're going to Madrid, aren't we? Our favourite shop. Oh, Rob's in. Oh, yes. Hey, the fastest man on Camposol is Rob. Right. So it's it's you know what, it's 10-2. So I'm gonna do another one for the free magnets, the free magnet Sunday. No. Yeah, it didn't sound right, is it? It is the free magnet Sunday. God, I'm losing it. So I'm just gonna go over and do that one now. So here we go. Yeah. Thank you. Let's go on with it. Right. Okay. So somebody else in this lucky yogi hat is going to get a free magnet. Because I just dropped it. Got one. Right. Here we go. Who is it? I'll tell you what, it's exciting, isn't it, sometimes? So who's that? I can't even see that. That's Tony. Tony Carless. Does that mean you got no car, Tony? So, Tony, it is Tony, isn't it? Let's make sure. So, Tony Carless, you won a free magnet. So, Tony Carless, all I need is your real name. Surely that's not your real name, Tony. Tony Carless. But I need your real name, obviously, your address, and if you can, contact me either on my Instagram account, which is Expat Mazaron, or you can contact me on Messenger. Obviously, I need a private. Don't stick it on air because you get inundated with spammy people. Or you can actually contact me on YouTube. You go onto my About page. At the bottom there's an email there. So, well done, Tony, and well done, Sean. How can I forget that name? So, how we doing? We got 10 minutes. I think I'm nearly at the end of the questions, which is good because I'm sure we've got something in there. Hi, Sean. How you doing? We're arriving in 10 days, says Jay. Well done. Hopefully, when you get here, the weather's going to be much better now. If anybody coming out next week, especially in the Almeria area, they're actually giving out a warning already because the temperatures are going hot and cold. There's a gutter fire. And we're going to get heavy rain. We just had some rain tonight. Nothing, just a normal shower. But they are threatening on Wednesday. But I think we're going to be lucky and we're going to miss it. But down in Almeria area, they're on about a gutter fire. So guys down there, batten down. It might just blow away as always. But the temperature's definitely going up. But I'm still saying that the switch has not gone yet. Right. you can change it in a free magnet Monday. No, I'm not doing that, Rob. But if it wasn't for you, Rob, we wouldn't be doing 2 picks tonight. Thanks to you, which you're a top man. Well on tone. Right, Des is there. Congratulations. What's the weather saying for next week? We just told you that, Jay. But it's I'll tell you what, this year it's been so up and down. It's been pretty wet. Now I saw a post saying April was one of the driest. Really? It's been really wet this year. That's why everything's green. But yeah, I think personally you'd be all right if you come in this week. Just make sure you got your wellies with you. Okay. Everyone else, make sure you smash. Yes, Yogi, top man, because I've got to know how many likes I've got tonight. I've got 35 of you watching, so it's got to be somewhere in that. Like, do you get hosepipe bans like we do in the UK? Funny thing is, no, we don't. We don't get hosepipe bans here. Now, if you lived in the south, like Malaga way, they do hosepipe bans, I believe, and also you're not allowed to fill up your swimming pool. But here, even though obviously we live in one of the hottest parts of Spain, I wouldn't say we've got an abundance of water. Nearly all the new properties they're building all coming in with swimming pools, so there's no sort of regulations here. We've got about, let's have a look, 15 golf resorts in the Murcia region, and they've all been allowed to water the greens every day. If you go down to La Manga, they've got 3 18-hole golf courses, and they've got their hose pipes on nearly all day. I mean, the grass there is just nuts. It's lovely and fresh. It's great for Bonnie to walk on, but even though I'm not allowed to take my dog down there, really. But no, this is the nut thing, isn't it? And in the car wash, I can wash my car for €3. Now, when I left the UK, I'm just checking the time there, I was paying nearly £9 at one of those Polish car. Are they still there? Are the Polish car wash people still there, or they moved on now to Croatian or Ukraine car wash people? I don't know, because I haven't been back to the UK to find out who washes your car now. Or Tesco's used to do it as well, don't they? 38 in the house, says Yogi. It's gone down now, Yogi. They know there's that time coming up. Smash the like button, says Jay. Well done. 37. Hey, top people. Bit lovely if you've got 100. Sean sent me, I can't believe you look. I thought you should say, can't believe you look more than 80. But well done. You're such a nice man, Jason. I can safely say I don't feel 60. Yeah, I do. Don't. Right, so I caught up with that. So let's have a quick look. What have I got to fit in? Okay, here's one area from Kev, because you like this. He said, Kev's question is, how the heck can I get out of this process of doing up my brother's villa and have a life? He knows the question to this, because if it would be me, Kev, I wouldn't do it. But you're such a nice brother. And you know what the question is. He needs a woman. He needs a woman who's a builder, a painter, and a decorator. Is there many of those around? I don't know, but I'm sure there is. So start looking, Kev, because that will solve your problem. Right, Ethan. Right, we could do Ethan's question. So Ethan is saying, can you recommend a good TV service package for Camposol? We did use a TV box from Teletech, but that started playing up, and we wanted to try something else for our TV. We don't have a satellite. Our Fire Stick's reliable. Our Fire Stick's reliable here. Our UK Fire Stick isn't the best. So, good question. Now, I'm with CompuServe. I'll be honest, it's up and down, especially in the evenings. We get that little whirly thing because everybody's on the frigging TV. But you can get Fire Sticks. Now, CompuServe do a Fire Stick, obviously. And what I will say, you want to, whatever Fire Stick you're using, make sure it's a big Fire Stick. I'm not talking about a 4 gig. We got a 1 gig, and I think that's another reason why it's going in and out. But if you've got a 4 gig, we've got a 4 gig down here, and that works fine. But obviously, the internet's the next problem. And as I mentioned before, I'm still thinking of getting Starlink. I just need to see somebody that's got Starlink, and that will make my mind up to get it. Because at the moment, I'm not a great, even though I love making YouTube stuff, I'm not a great lover of the TV. I'd rather sit there and fall asleep. But, another thing is, there are people that sell Fire Sticks that you can watch everything here. I'm on about, it's mostly sports channel, because we bought a Fire Stick and it's all sports. I mean, we can watch all the latest movies, yeah, admittedly. But if you've got a slow internet speed, then it gets a bit annoying sometimes. But unfortunately, those guys that sell those, they're illegal. But I've mentioned here, if you go into a bar and start talking about who does Fire Sticks, I'm sure within a couple of minutes, somebody will approach you and say, I know somebody that will do a stick for, I don't know, €60 for the whole year. So, Ethan, I would do that. Personally, I bought one, but I'm not into sport. If you're into sport, you're going to love it, because you can watch sport all over the world. But I'm not a sports person. It's got films on there. But I'm quite happy with, what you call it, Netflix. Yeah, Netflix. Is it Netflix? Yeah, I'm sure it's Netflix. Yeah, it's Netflix, isn't it? I watched that. And I also got Amazon one, Prime. That's worth getting, guys, because especially we've got Amazon store down the road. You can get next day delivery, even on the weekend. And with the Prime, you get free. You can watch Jeremy Clarkson. Anyway, guys, I've just noticed the time. Hopefully, I have answered all your questions. So Kev says he's looking out for another woman for his brother. Good luck with that, Kev. It's going to have to be a strong lady. Right. So he's looking forward to the movie. I'll let you know about that. So yeah, I'm going to say adios amigos, because it's coming up to 10 o'clock now here in Spain, 9 o'clock in the UK. And if you notice, guys, above me head, the clock is pretty spot on, which is amazing, really. So I'm going to say, Keith's in there. I knew he would be. He's always on there. So I'm going to say, adios, amigo. Hope you had a great time. I'll be back next Sunday. So don't forget, Sean and Tony, you've won yourself a free magnet that you can stick on your fridge. So, or your car, even. So, adios, amigos.